Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Forward Public School e-learning class 8 subject English unit number 7 the two bargains part 2, and I'm your teacher Ma'am Rubina Gilani. Dear students, we have already done part 1 of this chapter, so let's start part 2, which contains the exercises of this chapter. Dear students, now the exercise of unit 7 on page 69. Comprehension. Part A, answer the following questions. This part has been done in the notes. So now let's do part B in this class. Choose the correct answer for the following. Number 1, when Hazrat Muhammad said, "Is there anyone here who would like to purchase paradise for himself in return for Bararoma?" Hazrat Usman stood up and went out quietly to dash. Option A, ask the owner of Bararoma to give people water. B, make a bargain with the owner of the well. C, avoid the question asked by the Rasul ﷺ. D, talk with the people about the problem they were facing. So the correct answer is B, to make a bargain with the owner of the well. Number 2, Hazrat Usman turned down Hazrat Umar's offer and said, "I have another buyer who is offering me much more." The other buyer was offering A, 9 times the price of the flour, B, 25 times the price of the flour, C, 10 times, 70 times, or even 700 times the price of the flour, D, 3 times the price of the flour. So the correct answer is C, 10 times, 70 times, or even 700 times the price of the flour. Number 3, the people could not get water from Bararoma because A, it was not always suitable for drinking, B, they had to travel long distances to fetch water, C, it was owned by a Jew who sold his water at a high price, D, the water was very sweet. So the correct answer is C, it was owned by a Jew who sold its water at a high price. Number 4, how was the food distributed among the people of Medina? A, it was distributed among the people happily and generously. B, it was distributed among the people with high price. C, it was distributed among the people sadly and charitably. D, it was distributed among the people stingily. So the correct answer is A, it was distributed among the people happily and generously. Number 5, it was proclaimed in Medina that dash on the day the well belonged to Hazrat Usman radhiyallahu anha. A, Muslims could carry free of cost as much water as they liked. B, everyone could carry as much water as he liked free of cost. C, everyone could carry water after payment of certain cost. D, Muslims could carry limited amount of water free of cost. So the correct answer is B, everyone could carry as much water as he liked free of cost. Dear students, now let's discuss some examples. Read the following sentences. Number 1, Rama runs quickly. In this sentence, quickly is an adverb which shows how or in what manner Rama runs. That is, quickly modifies the verb runs. So this is the first part of the definition of an adverb, that an adverb is a word which modifies the meaning of a verb. So example number 1 shows that runs is the verb and quickly is the adverb, and it is modifying the verb. Now the second part of the definition is that an adverb also modifies the meaning of an adjective. So look at example number 2. This is a very sweet mango. In this sentence, very shows how much or in what degree the mango is sweet. That is, very modifies the adjective sweet. So very is the adverb over here and sweet is the adjective. So the adverb is modifying an adjective. Now the third part of the definition is that an adverb is a word that modifies the meaning of another adverb as well. Look at sentence number 3. Govind reads quite clearly. In this sentence, quite shows how far or to what extent Govind reads clearly. That is, quite modifies the adverb clearly. So in this sentence, quite and clearly both are adverbs, and one adverb is modifying another adverb. Hence, we again read the definition of an adverb, that an adverb is a word which modifies the meaning of a verb, an adjective and another adverb, as we saw in these three examples. Now, the kinds of adverbs. First of all, adverbs of time, which shows when. It answers the question when. Examples are, I have heard this before. So before is adverb of time. That day he arrived late. So late is an adverb of time. We shall now begin to work. Now is an adverb of time. He called here a few minutes ago. So a few minutes ago is an adverbial of time and answering the question when. I had a letter from him lately. So lately is adverb of time. The end soon came. So soon is adverb of time. I have spoken to him already. Already. I hurt my knee yesterday. Yesterday is adverb of time. I have spoken, wasted time never returns. So never is adverb of time. Now, second kind is adverbs of frequency. Now, adverbs of frequency answer the question how often. For example, I have told you twice. So twice tells us how many times or how often. I have not seen him once. So once is an example of adverb of frequency. He often makes mistakes. So often is an example. He seldom comes here. So seldom is an example. तो मतलब एडवर्ब्स ऑफ टाइम से हमें पता चलता है कि एक काम किस वक्त हुआ, ठीक है। और एडवर्ब्स ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी हमें ये बताते हैं कि एक काम कितनी मर्तबा हुआ। ट्वाइस मतलब 2 दफ़ा, वंस 1 दफ़ा, ऑफन अक्सर, सेल्डम कभी कभार। तो ये हमें बताते हैं कि एक काम जो है वो कितनी दफ़ा होता है, ठीक है। नाउ एडवर्ब्स ऑफ प्लेस विच शो वेयर, ये हमें जगह के बारे में बताते हैं कि ये काम कहाँ हुआ, ओके। सो एग्जाम्पल नंबर 1, स्टैंड हियर। So here is an example of adverb of place, go there. So there is an example. The little lamb followed Mary everywhere. So everywhere is an example. He looked up. So up is an example. My brother is out. So out is an example. Now adverbs of manner which show how or in what manner. मतलब एडवर्ब ऑफ मैनर हमें बताते कि काम किस तरह हुआ, हाउ और इन व्हाट मैनर। एग्जाम्पल नंबर 1, गोविंद रीड्स क्लियरली। सो क्लियरली इज एन एग्जाम्पल। द 6 fought bravely. So bravely is an example. This story is well written. So well is adverb of manner. The boy works hard. Hard is an adverb of manner. The child slept soundly. So soundly is an adverb of manner. Adverbs of degree or quantity. Now they answer the question which show how much or in what degree or to what extent. मतलब adverb of degree और quantity जैसे कि नाम से पता चलता है, quantity के बारे में बताते हैं कि कितना या to what extent किस हद तक, ठीक है। तो कितना या किस हद तक। फॉर एग्जाम्पल ही वॉज टू केयरलेस। सो टू एज एन इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ एडवर्ब ऑफ डिग्री ऑफ, मतलब वो कितना केयरलेस है, टू केयरलेस है, बहुत ज़्यादा। दीज मैंगोज आर ऑलमोस्ट राइप। सो ऑलमोस्ट इज एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ डिग्री। I am fully prepared. So fully. The sea is very stormy. Very is an example. You are quite wrong. Quite. I am rather busy. Rather. He is good enough for any purpose. So enough. I am so glad. So is an example. तो adverbs of degree और quantity हमें ये बताते हैं कि कितना या किस हद तक. Now adverbs of affirmation and negation and adverbs of reason, these are not very common kinds, but let's discuss them. Affirmation मतलब affirm करना मतलब तस्दीक करना, और negation मतलब नफ़ी करना. negation negative से निकला है. So example, surely you are mistaken. So surely is an example. He certainly went. So certainly example, I do not know him, not. So surely and certainly are adverbs of affirmation, मतलब affirm कर रहे हैं, मतलब तस्दीक कर रहे हैं किसी बात की, और not जो है वो example है adverb of negation की. Now adverbs of reason, वजह के बारे में हमें बताते हैं. He is hence unable to refute the charge. So hence is an example. He therefore left the school. So therefore is an example. Now the exercise of adverbs on page 72. Fill in the blanks with suitable adverbs from the box. The same adverb can be used more than once. So different adverbs have been given belonging to different kinds. Some are adverbs of time, like sometimes, never. Some are adverbs of frequency, like usually, rarely, once, always, often. Some are adverbs of degree, like very, mostly, and we have already discussed them. So number 1 is I usually go to bed at 10 o'clock. 2, I have never been to China. 3, I have been to Maidan just once. I always take a bath before I go to bed. My grandparents live in Karachi. I visit them occasionally, matlab kabhi kabar. My friends are very helpful. I was very impressed with her performance. I sometimes go for a walk in the park. I read English novels mostly. They rarely go out. So you see, all these adverbs are modifying the meaning of verbs or adjectives over here in this. For example, go is a verb and usually is modifying go. So never is modifying the verb been. Once is also modifying the verb been. Always is modifying the verb take. Occasionally is modifying the verb visit. Very is an adverb of degree or quantity and it is modifying adjective helpful. Very is again adverb of degree modifying the adjective impress. So helpful and impress are adjectives, they are not verbs. Go is a verb and sometimes is modifying it. Read is a verb and mostly is modifying it. Go is again a verb and rarely is modifying it. Now page 73, comparative and superlative adverbs. Comparative adverbs compare the action of two people or things. For example, Samina ran faster than Jamila. So faster, we have put er with the adverb fast, so making it therefore a comparative one. So mostly when we put er or more with an adverb, it becomes a comparative adverb, that is comparing the action of two people. Now superlative adverbs compare the action of a group larger than two. For example, Sikandar sang loudest in the choir. So loudest is the superlative degree of the adverb loud, and it is comparing the action of one person to the group, like Sikandar and choir. Choir is a group of people, of musicians. So comparing the action of a group larger than two. Okay. So comparative and superlative adverbs are formed mostly by putting er and est and sometimes more and most. For the adverbs that end in ly, comparative form add more as in more sweetly. तो वो एडवर्ब्स जो मोस्टली ly के साथ एंड होते हैं, उसके जब हम कंपैरेटिव डिग्री बनाते हैं उन एडवर्ब्स की, तो हम ER पुट करते हैं, जैसे more sweetly, more nicely, more clearly, and superlative add most as in most sweetly. और जब हम ऐसे एडवर्ब्स का सुपरलेटिव डिग्री बनाते हैं तो हम उसके साथ most लगाते हैं. Short adverbs. Now some adverbs are short like hard, fast, early, late. तो उनका comparative और superlative degree ऐसे बनता है कि comparative में we use ER, okay, as in later, faster, harder, earlier. But in superlative we use EST, जैसे hardest, fastest, earliest, latest. Special adverbs, there are some special adverbs, for example like well and badly. Like for example हम good use नहीं कर सकते, तो good जो adjective है तो उसकी जगह हम adverb well use करते हैं. Okay, so when we in comparative degree we use better for well, okay, and in superlative degree we use best. So well, better, best, these are the 3 degrees of the adverb well. Okay, now badly is again a special adverb and its comparative and superlative degrees are worse and worst. Now the exercise, complete each sentence with the correct form of the adverb in parentheses. Number 1, our father arrived dash than the rest of the family. So late is again a short adverb and we'll put ER with it to make a comparative form, so later. Number 2, my sister looked dash than Amara did beautifully. Beautifully is again ly adverb. So as we studied that we put more or most while making it comparative or superlative. So over here it is, since the comparison of 2 people, so we'll say more beautiful. My sister looked more beautiful than Amara did. Number 3, your husband Kamal writes dash of all. Well adverb has been given, so its superlative form is best as we have studied here. So we'll put the superlative form because we are comparing it with the rest of the group of the people. Number 4, Mrs. Hasib speaks dash then Mrs. Amir. So again comparison of 2 people and the verb clearly has been given, so it is an ly adverb. So we'll put more with it to make it a comparative adverb, so more clearly. Number 5, mother prepares chicken dash then grandmother does. Adverb well, so again as we have read that its comparative degree, the comparative degree of the adverb well is better. Now page 74, we are going to discuss adverbial phrases and adverbial clauses in sentences. So first of all, let's see what is meant by a phrase and a clause. So the definition of a phrase is a group of words that forms part of a sentence and which makes sense but not complete sense is called a phrase. तो phrase वो एक ऐसा group of words होता है जो कि sentence का एक हिस्सा होता है और उसका कुछ sense तो बनता है, मतलब लेकिन complete sense नहीं बनता. For example, we expect our grandparents to arrive in about an hour. So about an hour is a phrase, okay, so about an hour is making some sense but not complete sense. Now what is an adverbial phrase? An adverbial phrase is a group of words that acts together as an adverb, giving more information about a verb, adjective or another adverb in a sentence. तो एडवर्बियल फ्रेज का भी वही फंक्शन होता है सेंटेंस में जो कि एक एडवर्ब का होता है, और हम पहले पढ़ चुके हैं कि एडवर्ब हमें क्या बताता है, हमें इंफॉर्मेशन देता है वर्ब के बारे में, एडजेक्टिव के बारे में और या दूसरे एडवर्ब के बारे में. तो एडवर्ब फ्रेज का भी वही फंक्शन है, बस फ़र्क ये है कि एडवर्ब एक वर्ड होता है और एडवर्ब फ्रेज में एक से ज़्यादा वर्ड्स होते हैं, ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स होता है, फंक्शन सेम होता है दोनों का. The adverbial phrase answers the same questions as regular adverbs: how much, when और where. Okay, और ये इसी आंसर देते हैं उन्हीं क्वेश्चंस के, जैसे adverbs of manner, adverbs of place, adverbs of time. Now exercise: underline the adverbial phrases on the line. Write the question it answers. So number 1, we expect our grandparents to arrive in about an hour. So in about an hour is an adverb phrase and it is answering the question when. Okay, when are they arriving? In about an hour. Number 2, my cousin watches television almost as much as you do. So the adverb phrase is almost as much as, and it is answering the question how much. So like we can change it into question: how much television do your cousin, how much television does your cousin watch? So the answer is almost as much as you do. Number 3, the weatherman says it will rain all day. Okay, so it can answer 2 questions: how much and when. Both are correct. So like when it will rain or how much it will rain, so the answer is all day. Number 4, your brother plays soccer better than my brother does. So again it is answering question how, like how or in what manner. So the adverb phrase is better than. Our friend drives on Mondays. On Mondays is the adverb phrase answering the question when. When does our friend drive? The answer is on Mondays. Now adverbial clauses in sentences. So let's see what is meant by a clause. A clause is a group of words that forms part of a sentence and has a subject and a predicate. So now the difference between phrase and clause is that phrase में subject नहीं होता, वो सिर्फ एक group of word होता है, जबकि clause में subject भी होता है, predicate भी होता है. For example, although it was late, Jamila continued to read her book. Now this sentence has 2 clauses. Okay, now since we are discussing adverbial clauses, so let's focus on adverb clause. So although it was late is an adverbial clause. So as we have read the definition that it has a subject. Now it is the subject of this adverb clause and was late is the predicate. Predicate वो part होता है clause का जो कि verb से शुरू होता है. तो ये was late जो है वो predicate है, it जो है वो subject है और although जो है वो subordinating conjunction है. ठीक है. So now let's read what is an adverbial clause. An adverb clause, like all clauses, has a verb and usually a subject. तो जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया कि हर clause में subject भी होता है, तो इस तरह adverb clause का भी subject होता है. It is connected to the rest of the sentence with the subordinating conjunction. तो ये बाकी जो sentence है उससे जुड़ा होता है एक conjunction के ज़रिए, जैसे although. ठीक है, such as because, when, if और although. तो ये different coordinating conjunctions हैं. ठीक है, because, when, if, although, after, इनको coordinating conjunctions कहते हैं क्योंकि ये मिलाने का काम करते हैं. Because it contains a subordinating conjunction, the adverb phrase is dependent clause. It cannot stand alone as a complete sentence. Okay, now a little bit information about dependent and independent clauses. अब ये जो clause है although it was late, ये एक dependent clause है. ठीक है, क्योंकि ये although जो कि एक subordinating conjunction है उससे शुरू हो रहा है and it cannot stand alone. मतलब इसका although it was late जो है ये एक ऐसा clause है जिसे एक दूसरा clause चाहिए sentence पूरा करने के लिए. अगर ये अकेला हो तो इसका मतलब पूरी तरह समझ में नहीं आता. And Jamila continued to read her book. This is the main or independent clause. Okay, because it can stand alone. इसका मतलब like the meaning of this clause is completely clear to us. So this clause does not need this clause. So this clause is called dependent clause and this is called independent clause. It functions much as single word adverb does, modifying a verb, adjective or another adverb. अब adverb clause का भी वही function होता है जो एक verb का होता है. However, an adverb clause may also modify an entire clause or phrase. लेकिन adverb clause जो है वो पूरी phrase या clause को modify करता है. जैसे this clause is modifying this clause. Okay, this dependent clause is modifying this independent clause. It describes where, when, why, how or how much something is happening. And it also answers the questions like adverbs do. मतलब जो adverbs के functions होते हैं वही adverb clause के भी function होते हैं. Example, although it was late, Jamila continued to read her book. The adverb clause is although it was late. The subordinating conjunction is although. The adverb clause tells when Jamila was reading. ठीक है? So it is answering the question when. When was Jamila reading? Jamila continued to read her book although it was late. Now the exercise, underline the adverbial clauses in each sentence below. Number 1, because no one was home, the thieves robbed the house. So over here the adverb clause is because no one was home. It is again beginning with a subordinating conjunction because. ठीक है, because से शुरू हो रहा है और because एक subordinating conjunction है. No one was home, no one subject है. ठीक है, और was home जो है predicate है. Okay, so it is again answering the question why. Okay, why the thieves robbed the house? So the answer is because no one was home, so the thieves robbed the house. Number 2, if Bashir calls, please tell him I am on my way. Now the adverb clause is if Bashir calls. If is the subordinating conjunction, Bashir is the subject, calls is the predicate. Now this is adverb clause of condition. ठीक है, if जिन में भी आता है तो condition show करते हैं. Number 3, Palwasha climbed the stairs after she finished her dinner. So the adverb clause is after she finished her dinner, and this clause is answering the question when. When did Palwasha climb the stairs? After she finished her dinner. Number 4, he takes exercises before he goes to school. The adverb phrase is adverb clause is before he goes to school. Again, it is answering the question when. When does he take exercise? He takes exercise before he goes to school. Number 5, you should visit the monument before you leave town. Monument कहते हैं यादगार को. Over here adverb clause is before you leave the town. So again it is answering the question when. When should you visit the monument? You should visit it before you leave the town. So dear students, we have reached the end of part 2 of this chapter. I hope that you have got some benefit from this chapter. Thank you very much.